Gail Liston in Alice Springs. Now, if you've gazed skyward in any Australian big city and noticed the number of high-rises springing up, then spare a thought for the average window cleaner. Abseiling down the side of a multi-storey building may be beyond the pale for most of us, but for some, it's a 9-to-5 job. Reporter Courtney Wilson went to find out what attracts people to this high-wire career.
In this office, the margin for error is minuscule.
You're not touching anything, and when you let go, because the ropes stretch, it's just that little bit of a second where you feel like you're falling and you just don't want to look down.
We're not really meant to be that high off the ground, so your body sends through all these normal shock symbols and gives you the fight or flight syndrome.
If there's a big wind gust that kicks up and, moves you off the building, then yeah, it can get your heart going a bit.
You might think this job is only suitable for those with nerves of steel. Think again.
Very frightened of heights, but you sort of get over it in the end. Like the first time, it was just, I thought I'd never be able to do this again. I don't even know why I did the course.
It's hard to get your head around, but a fear of heights is quite common among those who end up in this line of work.
You don't want to end up going too low. It's not until they get to the 5-metre point that it's been brought to your attention. I have had to climb up and get up close and personal with someone to speak to them about, what's the problem, why aren't you moving, do you need some help? And then they say, I'm terrified up here, I'm scared of heights.
At this training centre near Brisbane, instructor David Clark is showing his newest recruits the ropes.
Yes, your ID is not threaded correctly. You need to be mentally prepared to stick with it. We find that some people are quite overawed by it all on the first day.
Put your crawl on the rope.
27-year-old Joe is hoping his high ropes accreditation will help him land a job. But he's finding out the hard way, getting the ticket is no walk in the park.
I have to say, it's really physically demanding than I thought, yes. The most difficult is when you are in the air and you try to do the changeover. It's really hard, it's just stuck, and everything's just stuck, and no one can help you.
Right, so that takes care of it.
Peter Wood has been in the rope access industry for almost 2 decades. He says a big part of its appeal is the diversity. Whether it's window cleaning or other maintenance works like welding, drilling or painting, there are any number of jobs rope access can cover.
Rope access is just a means to get you somewhere, but then you have to do something. It's pretty heavily used in the heavy industry field and the resources sector, as well as in the oil and gas areas.
He says the industry has increased tenfold over the past 20 years and continues to grow.
They're not making any more land, so we have to go up and not out. Within an hour of the coast, everything's going vertical.
What that means is more and more people, some with no climbing experience at all, are considering going to new heights.
It's a really eclectic mix. You'll get people come from a recreational climbing background, people that are tradesmen looking to take advantage of the growth of the industry or diversify.
Handyman Steve Ferris is among the latest crop looking to take his trade to the next level.
Well, I was a rock climber as a kid and I've always liked messing around with ropes and trees and things, so being off the ground is a real favourite of mine.
But even those with a climbing pedigree can find the course difficult. Understanding the equipment and mastering the technique is all important when you're 50 floors up.
Well, I've found nothing's helped me learn so fast as my life depending on what I'm learning, and so my concentration's been very good.
I don't know, it's a bit more of a challenge than working on the ground doing stuff.
A challenge and a thrill that's also experienced by those inside this children's hospital.
We don't normally dress on other job sites in our superhero costumes. It's for the kids really, to brighten their day up, because they're stuck in their rooms for a lot of the time and not much to do, so seeing superheroes walking around, it makes them quite happy.
From the ground, onlookers don't see signs of nerves or doubts, just an incredible day job.
Oh, they love it. They're just shocked to see us on the outside, and some can be a bit worried for our safety, but a lot just like taking pictures of us and waving at us.
Just start looking up. I mean, some places you're not going to find people because they might be working in a confined space, but the majority of people like us, we're going to be up there somewhere. You just have to keep looking up in any modern city or any built environment and you'll find industrial rope access. It doesn't take long.